What is good, YouTube? I said I had a lot of updates on the Abarth 595. Here is a second one for you. What we did was rip out that really annoying Forge Induction kit, and instead we put in an Airtech one. So let me show you round to the bonnet and get into the engine bay. That is essentially what the engine bay looks like now. What we have done is take the original Forge Induction kit that we put on in this, well, at the beginning of the year, and I did a video of it in the summer. What does an induction kit do? Why should you be looking at maybe buying one of these for your car? Well, first of all, it takes cold air from the scuttle panel, not inside the engine bay like the stock filter does. It takes it from outside of the engine bay in a scuttle panel through to bigger pipes that go directly into the turbo, giving you cleaner, colder airflow, meaning your turbo will perform better. That is essentially what its job is. Took that one out and we put the Airtech Induction kit on there. Now, what has it done? Absolutely nothing. They're exactly the same thing essentially. They take air from the top kind of bay of the engine, bigger pipe into the turbo, faster air induction. It takes in a lot more cold air. It's exactly the same as the Forge. The Forge, I've got to say, did give a tiny bit more like aggression on the kind of 3000 RPM band. I don't know if that was psychosomatic because of the noise as well, but I don't know, maybe it snapped a little bit more, but after using this, I've never found a difference afterwards. And I tell you what, the cabin noise is so much nicer. You do still, with the Garrett, hear very, very slight kind of high-pitched whine, but it's nothing like it was before if I show you in a previous video. So it's a proper Hoover sounding thing. And I've got to say, I'm really not a fan of that when you're trying to, sometimes you get like quite a nice car comes up next to you, you're obviously in an Abarth, so we're gonna race them. And we have like a good time, all I can hear is in my face right here all the time. So in terms of like, whether this is an addition you'd want to have just to help you out here, if you're looking to add it to your daily purely for performance and you don't want the sound, do not buy one of these. That is the thing I've got to say. All honesty, don't put it on your car. That's essentially what it was like before. It was with this. We'll jump in the car in a minute and we'll show you what it's like now. Essentially, I had to get the scuttle replaced for a completely brand new one, so it's not got the hole in it which we have to cut in with the Forge. But somebody else took that, cracked on with the Forge, and it's all good. I've now got a completely flush scuttle panel, and the Airtech doesn't make really any noise. You have to have your music off, you have to be driving and dead quiet, and you can slightly hear it in the background. Perfect for me. I get the performance that I want. The engine's still running at about 220 brake horsepower, but I don't have that stupid noise. So let's jump in the car and I'll show you what it's like right now. Cool, so we're in the Abarth 595 right now, and I'm just going to show you what it's like. First things first, if I rev the engine, beforehand you would have gotten that big like Henry the Hoover noise just in front of your face, whereas you don't now. So let's go for a quick drive. I'll shut up, you can have a listen to what it's like in the cabin, we'll go from there. I mean, so there you go. I'm in here and you can still hear the back box delete because it's obviously super loud in this car. Makes it exciting during the summer for sure. But you can't hear that induction kit, and even when you can kind of hear it in the background a little bit. You do hear the blow-off valve still though. You do hear the little afterwards, especially if the windows are down and you're in the passenger seat because it's over the left-hand side of the engine bay. You definitely hear that still, and it's kind of nice to hear that every now and then to give a little bit of character to the engine. But you don't hear all that dramatic noise inside. And I've got to say, when I was racing other cars or if I was having a little bit of fun, I definitely missed the noise a little bit. I have to shoot me because I'm going back on my word from my last video, but I definitely did miss it a little bit. But for everyday use, this Airtech Induction is so much better. And I don't know why, I think it's the symmetry of having an Airtech Induction and an Airtech intercooler. Just for some reason that kind of pleases me that they're both the same thing. I don't know, some people get both Forge. I've gone for both Airtech now, so I don't know, bit of a strange one, but I kind of like that. So essentially, what my verdict is if you want the bigger induction with the bigger hose going into the turbo, for me, get the Airtech rather than the Forge. That is my personal opinion. Obviously, a lot of people might think differently. But yeah, there you have it. You now have a complete AB between the Forge induction kit and the Airtech Induction kit. I can't talk today, I need more coffee. And that is what it is. So if you liked this video, please like, share, subscribe and comment for more content to come.